Hey guys, I haven't talked about my nails in a while, so I wanted to jump on and do a quick tutorial about the Nailboo usage for me. And so I have taken off all of my dip powder. So this is my nails looking rough because this is what they look like when I first take off all the dip powder. But it's my nails, no tips. And you guys can truly see, even with the shorter hand, how long my nails have actually grown. So I am going to apply the application now. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to test something out and see how it's going to work. So I'm going to do 9 nails, complete them, and then I'm going to come back on and walk through one of the nails with you for those of you who are joining me for the very first time. So you'll be able to see the process all the way through. And then if you want to look at some of my previous videos, then you can go back and look at some of the previous videos because I've done quite a few videos on Nailboo because it's my favorite until I try something else. And who knows if I will? You never know. But this is it. This is what my nails look like when I take the dip powder off. It took me all of about, I want to say 35 minutes this time. And that, I guess, the longer my nails get, the more careful I have to be that I don't break my nails when I'm taking the application off. So I'm a little bit more careful. I did go in and go ahead and push my cuticles back and get them all prepped and ready. And I've filed them down. So I'm pretty much ready. I'm just going to go in and wash my hands and get started. So wish me luck because I'm going to go out on a limb here and try to do a technique that they would do at the nail salons because I'm the nail salon now, guys. That's what we're doing. We are replacing the nail salon by doing our nails at home in the comforts of our own home where we can be safe and not have to worry about catching COVID-19. Okay, we don't want to risk getting our nails done to be cute and end up getting sick. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to pause this video and I will be back when I am ready to reveal what my design is and also when I'm ready to walk through one nail. I think I may walk through the thumb with you. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe the pinky. I don't know. But I'm going to walk through one nail with you throughout the entire application. But I'm going to pause the video for right now and then I will be back. All right. Stay tuned. It's going to be fabulous. All right, guys, I am back and I have completed my hand except for my thumb, my hands except for my thumb because I'm going to walk through the process with you guys. So I went back to my beautiful date night and I put cotton candy on the very tip. So I have date night with cotton candy on the tips. So hopefully you guys can see that. Let me turn the light off. Let me see if that'll help you be able to see it. So cotton candy with date night. Date night with cotton candy. Cotton candy on the tips. Okay. Love it. And I'm probably going to add some permanent vinyl with the design on here, probably tomorrow. I don't feel like it tonight, but I'm going to walk through doing my thumb with you guys. So before you apply the application, you want to make sure that you have filed and buffed your nail down pretty good. I always go ahead and clean around my cuticles and get those pushed back nicely and then wash your hands. And then you're ready to start the application. So the great thing about Nailboo is it's going to be numbered for you. So it's going to say number 1, number 2, number 3, so on and so forth. So you can see here, this is the base coat and it tells you number 1. So that's to let you know that's the first thing that you're going to do. So I'm going to apply a layer of the base coat onto my nail. Now, one of the things that I started doing is you can see that my nails are not super thick. Okay, I don't like them thick. I like them to look very natural, and that's why I love Nailboo. But what I started doing is I started applying that base coat. I'll stop right before you get to the bottom of the nail with the very first um, layer. And you want to make it kind of thin. So I'm going to go in upward strokes like that on the nail. And let me pull this down just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go upward strokes like that with the base coat. And notice that I'm not going all the way down to the bottom just yet, right before my cuticle. I'm just kind of up a little bit from there. And then you want to go about a 45-degree angle into your build powder. So that's your build powder. Now this is not labeled with a number, but your build powder, you would go with your base powder and then your build. And I'll take my little brush here. I'm gonna brush the little excess off, because wherever that base powder, base liquid lands, that's where your build powder is gonna stick. So you wanna make sure that you're not getting it all around here, because otherwise it's gonna stick and it's not gonna look neat. I like mine to look nice and neat. I've seen some people do theirs, and anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go in with our second layer. This time, I'm gonna go all the way down right before the cuticle. Not on the cuticle, but right before the cuticle. And what I tend to find is that keeps you from having like a hump where it looks like it's, you know, just bubbled up there. So again, a thin layer of the base liquid, and you're going to make sure you're not, and you're doing upward strokes, do not get it on to the cuticle. And be careful to make sure that you get your edges, because, you know, sometimes we forget about the edges or the side, the sides. And we're going to go back in with the build powder at a 45-degree angle. Just like that, tap, tap, tap. We're going to knock off that excess. Put this paper down, because I tend to find that when I finish the application, I always have build powder everywhere. So that's it for the build powder. So I'm going to go ahead and put the build powder up as I am done with it. All right, so I did 2 coats of the build powder. Now you can do 1, I prefer 2, okay? And you can see it's not thick. You got a little cotton hanging off there, but you can see it's not thick, guys. And that's what I like about Nailboo, is that for me, it doesn't look thick. So the way I did this application was I did 1 coat of not cotton candy, but date night, which is my favorite. This is date night. I did 1 coat of this, and then I went back and I just put a little bit of the base liquid on the tip, and then I dipped just the tip, or I actually dipped the nail into the cotton candy. So this is cotton candy. Okay. And so cotton candy has a little bit of, show you the 2 together. So I didn't bring my little things in here, but this is date night and this is cotton candy. So cotton candy it's kind of like a pinkish, but it has a little bit of glitter in there. And so I love both of them. But I wanted to do something different tonight, so that's where the idea came from. I wanted to feel like I was really at the nail salon. All right, let me open this. This time, I'm going to go in, give you a better visual without pouring that out of the date night. So this time, I'm going to go back in with the base liquid over the entire nail. not touching the cuticles, making sure not to get it around the edges because again, wherever this base liquid lands, that's where your build powder or your base color, your color or your build powder will stick and it'll end up not looking very nice and neat. So outward strokes. Do not touch your cuticle with this and make sure you're not getting it on the outside area of the nail. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the date night now. And this nail is so long. I had to kind of turn it around, dip it in there because my nail is so long. All right. So since I didn't dip that one really good, I'm going to go in with another little thin layer, but I only did one on the other hand, but I didn't do a good job at dipping that one, as you can see. So I want to make sure I have full coverage because I do not want my nails looking crazy. You know, when we were paying people to do our nails, we were like, excuse me, can you fix this right here? We didn't let nothing slide. And now we're doing our own nails. It's like, it's crazy. All right, that's better. That is so much better. All right, so I'm just gonna wipe off the excess and then I'll show you here what that will look like. So this is with the date night on. Okay, and the color doesn't truly come through. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up because I was really only gonna put one coat, but I kind of messed it up. So to me, it's still one coat. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put just a little bit of the base liquid here, and then I'm gonna dip my tip into the cotton candy to give it that little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that. It has like that little bit of glitter look from the cotton candy on the tips. Okay, so I'm gonna now go in with the cotton candy. And don't worry if it kind of give you a look of what the cotton candy will look like. So it's very pretty. So don't worry if it feels like it's not level because when you go in to buff your nail and file it a little bit, you can take care of that because we're not putting the base liquid on the entire nail here. I just put it on the tip of the nail and now I'm gonna dip that down into the cotton candy. So that's what it's gonna look like. Okay. So some people do this, don't know if it helped. And then I'm just gonna brush that. So that's what the nail will look like with the date night and then the tip, I put the cotton candy on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this up because now I'm done with the color and I'm done with the base powder. I mean the base liquid. I don't know why I can never get this right. I always say base powder. So now I'm done with the base altogether. Now Nailboo will tell you to do one coat of base, one coat of build powder and one coat of the color. And then they say you can do more if you like. I always do 2 and 2. That's just me. That's just my personal preference, guys. I told you guys I'm a crafter, so I'm always with my hands in water. So, all right, so I'm done with the base liquid. I said it right that time. Voila. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to number 2, which is the activator, okay? Remember I told you that the build powder does not have a number on it, okay? So you're gonna go from your base to your build, and then from your build to your activator, or your build to your color, and then your activator. Now the activator, you apply it still going outward strokes like that, and a thin layer of activator. It doesn't take much. So you're just gonna go You're just going to go outward strokes. And you don't get the true color until you put the top coat on, guys, when you get the gloss. Oh my God. All right, so once you put the activator, you're gonna wait 5 minutes. Now, Nailboo will say 2, their instructions say 5. I've always done 5. I'm gonna stick to 5. So I'm gonna pause the video here, but you can see what it will look like, what it looks like currently with the activator. And I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and then I'm gonna come back. So I'm gonna pause the video here and move this thing out of my way because it's all my face here. That's my light for my camera. But I'm gonna pause the video, or you know what? I'm just gonna talk. Let's see, it's 10:32. I'll go about 10:35 since I maybe did about a minute or so. All right, so um one of the things that I will tell you with this application is for those that are new to watching for the first time, is that it's very easy. If you can polish your nails, then you can do Nailboo. It's just that simple. Um, I've had lots of people that have reached out and told me that they've purchased the Nailboo, and some have even sent me pictures of their nails, and they have turned out amazing. I think the only negative feedback I got is that Nailboo did not put the instructions in their kit. So, Nailboo, any representative that may hear this video, y'all put those instructions in the kit for the people. Okay. Um, and other than that, most of the people that have purchased it told me they really liked it. Some said they did one application, but next time we'll do 2 of the color, dip their color twice. Some said they did 2 and would go back to doing 1. So it's just your own personal preference. For me, I don't think my nails look thick. If you guys can see that, the application does not look thick to me. So it's just making sure you're not just layering it on. If you're layering it on, it's going to look bulky and it's going to look thick and not very natural. I like my nails to look more on the natural side, and that's probably why I really did not enjoy the tips. What else? I don't think I've gotten any questions that I did not answer anyone directly. I try to answer really quickly when you ask a question about Nailboo and my experience. So I will say that Nailboo does not sponsor me to talk about their product. I started using their product because of COVID-19. So that's how I ended up using Nailboo, and I absolutely love it. And I'm still using the very first kit that I purchased. So they tell you that you can get about 32, I think it's like 32 applications out of it. And like I said, I'm still on the first kit that I received from them. And yeah, so everything is going great with my Nailboo. I really did enjoy having the permanent vinyl on them for a little bit of a design. So I'm thinking about adding some gold designs with permanent vinyl because I have some gold vinyl. So I'm thinking about putting something on here. I really don't know. I'm thinking about a scale because my birthday is October the 12th. Yay, Libras. And so I'm thinking about putting a scale, a little cute little scale on there, but I'm not really sure yet. All right, so once you put the activator on, this is the time where you're now going to feel your nail and see if you feel any areas that do not feel smooth. If you feel like any little bumps, this is where you're going to take your file and file it down to make sure it's smooth. Now, I only file down here because I only put the base liquid on the tip when I did the cotton candy. So that's the only reason I'm filing down. And you saw just that little bit of filing that I did, and it's all good. I didn't have to go in and do anything drastic. Okay, you guys can see that. Once you do that, you take care of any filing of the nail that you want to do. And then you want to take and either wash your hand or use alcohol. I'm going to be using alcohol. And I noticed, Nailboo, if you're listening, any representatives, I noticed when they do their application, the real quick one, on their site, that they, when they do the activator, they don't, in the video, it doesn't say anything about this part. So you guys might want to add that so that people will know to do it, especially if they don't have their instructions. So you just want to make sure you just wipe your nail with some alcohol or either wash your hands before you put on the next coat of activator. So there you have it. And I'm going to go ahead and add my second layer. So you do this before you add the second coat of activator, guys. And again, you're just going to do outward strokes, thin layer of your activator again. And then you're going to just wait 5 more minutes. All right. So, yeah. So some people, it works better for them to do one base. They'll go with the base, then the build, and then the base, and then their color. I go base, base. I go base, build, and then base color, base color. That's what I do. So I'm going to give this about a good 2 to 5 minutes. Nailboo says 2 in one place. In one place it says 5. I've never had any issues with the 5. I've even done the 2 before and not had any issues. So I just want to make sure that you guys are clear that you are going to go in and file your nail after you do the first coat of activator and wait 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. Then make sure that you are washing your hands or either using alcohol to wipe your nail down before you put on that second coat of activator. So at this point, all I have to do now is my top coat. And the top coat is labeled for you as well, number 3. Okay, so you can see right now, this is what my nails look like, completely done. And then this is what it looked like without the top coat. So it has kind of like that matte look to it, not glossy at all, like the rest of the nails are. So the top coat is what's going to give it that shine to make it just, when I do put decals on or I do put the permanent vinyl on, I always put another coat of top coat on top of the permanent vinyl or on top of the decal. And that's just to help it adhere to the nail and last longer. So yeah, you can do that as well. And you guys see how easy it is. Very, very easy to do. And when I started this process, I think it's been about 4.5 months now since I've been using Nailboo. But since I've been using Nailboo, you can see how my nails have grown. If you go back and look at my very first video, like my nails were not this long. I chipped this one the last time I had the tips on. Right after I took the tips off, I actually hit it and chipped it because it was the length of the rest of these nails on this hand. I don't know, for some reason my right hand grows really slow, maybe because I'm right-handed. But these nails are doing great. These two right here, because they were split, and you can see now I'm no longer having to use the tea bag. I saw a lady that said if you had a chip nail, to keep from having to clip it, you could use a tea bag. So I have been using a tea bag on this nail, these 2 nails, and now let me do this. This nail don't want to go down. But these 2 nails I have been using tea bags on, but now my nails have grown and I no longer have the splits in there. So, and you can see I got nails now on there, but it had split down the middle. It was ugly. All right, I'm going to go in now with my top coat. Okay, so the top coat, y'all saw I was about to put this in my mouth, right? I'm trying to remain professional, but I don't think I'll make it. Okay, there we go. With the top coat, again, it's outward strokes and very thin layers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our top coat, outward strokes, and layers. And for some reason, this top coat acts crazy sometimes to me. The brush is not smooth like it is the very first time you use it. So it looked like I put a lot, but I really didn't. It's because that brush is really clunky. But that's with the, you can see now it has that glossy look to it. So that's with one coat of top coat. And you wait 2 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to say 2 to 5 because that kills it, right? 2 to 5 minutes, and then you put on the last layer of top coat. So I'm not going to make you wait with me for that process, but this is my nails completely done. Again, I did date night on the entire nail, and then I put cotton candy on just the tip part of it. And I think they turned out really, really pretty. And I know online you can't see it as good, but I'm celebrating my birthday on Saturday, so I have to have my nails look fabulous. So I cannot, excuse me, I can't be showing up with my nails looking crazy. So that's why I wanted to add a little bit of bling. All right, so I'm gonna wait 2 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna put my top coat, and of course, you guys will see my nails because all finished because you'll see the picture on the video. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the Nailboo process, how to put them on, how to take them off, applying tips, because I can help you with answering those questions because I've tried it once, then let me know. But I think my nails are doing amazing for me to be doing it all by my lonesome. And I have to date with the 4.5 months, I have never hit my nails and chipped or broke a nail with the dip powder on. So that's a plus for me. Excuse me. And that's what keeps me going with the Nailboo because I never worry about, oh, I can't do something because my nail's going to break. The dip does protect your nails from cracks and chips and breaking and stuff like that. So that's why I love Nailboo. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you enjoy watching my Nailboo videos, please let me know in the comments. Continue to like and please share and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And during this COVID-19, if you find yourself bored, boring, bored, and don't have anything to do, then check out some of my crafting videos that I have on my channel as well. And you may see something out there that you like to do. Christmas is coming. Everyone likes personalized gifts. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day. Bye. See you next time.